Last episode we hit the west coast running, a recharge in Geraldton, a splash of pink at Hut Lagoon and our first beach camp at Lucky Bay. Now we're off to Kalbarri, where nature's window frames the horizon through a sandstone arch carved over millions of years, and the Skywalk offers a 360-degree lookout suspended above the Murchison River Gorge. From there we roll into Shark Bay for a classic pub feed and our first taste of fresh seafood since the lap began. But just when we thought the Great Central Road was well and truly behind us, it turned out to be the gift that kept on giving, testing us with the Tinny before we could even hit the water.
So we're just on our way to, well, we're in the Kalbarri National Park, but we're just on the way to the Skywalk and nature window is there as well?
Yes.
So we'll bring you guys along to that one. I'm pretty excited. This Skywalk's also been, everything on this shoot has been on the bucket list, but like it's just another, I don't know, another tick box.
Yeah,
so we're just heading there now. It's probably a half-hour drive from the main town there. So hopefully we might get the sunset while we're there. So we're just doing the nature's window walk, so it's a 500 metre one way, not return day.
Yeah, 1 kilometre.
Yeah, so probably a 1k return walk from the car park, so it's pretty good. Or going down is pretty good, going back up might
Not be as nice.
not be as nice, but it's not too hot. Touch with the flies are staying away, so I'm liking it.
Later on in the night, when the crowds have gone, we could talk under moonlight till dawn. We could stay to watch the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason why we just can't. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free falling deep into your eyes. You came to me without warning, but I knew.
So just here in Denham at Shark Bay here, so we've got a pub feed, so that was on the list.
It's squid.
Squid, that was beautiful.
Squid was amazing.
But got feel for the tinny, that was most important. Vic did the boring stuff, the groceries.
Yeah, a bit of IGA.
But we're just about to hit Lagoon Lake.
Big Lagoon?
Big Lagoon. So we're going to hit the Big Lagoon.
Hopefully,
fingers crossed, we can get a campsite because it looks pretty stunning. So a half-hour drive and we'll head to see over there. So Vic's favourite bit of the trip, airing down. Now much easier with our new tyre deflators. So they're getting a good workout.
They are.
So pretty excited. Back to the red sand.
I think I prefer red sand over
Only so the red sand does meet the ocean. So that's something. So we're just at the campsite here now, so it's $15 per night per adult. So you just fill out a little day camping pass and then you pop it in the safe, the bunker safe. But we'll go check out the campground. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there is a spot available. morning. So day 1 at Shark Bay. We're at Big Lagoon campground. We're here for the next 4 nights if all goes well.
3 nights now.
3 nights now. Last night, yeah, was our first. So yeah, technically 4 nights we booked here for. No wind. The water looks pretty good out there. We're gonna get the Tinny off the roof and go for a Tinny mission. We'll see how far we can, just navigate these bays. There's a sanctuary there, so we can't really fish on that side, but I'm sure we'll jump in for a snorkel if we can. But yeah, pretty excited. The boat's been on the roof for the last month since we left home, and it's finally coming off. So fingers crossed all goes well. So all the gear's going to come in handy today with the wheels, because we do have to drive around a fair bit to get the boat in the water. We can't launch it from where we're camping, so that's probably a downfall about this campsite. But other than that, we'll show you how we get off the roof.
After nearly a month in the desert, today was meant to be the day the boat was going to come off the roof. You can see the ocean, can practically feel the sea spray, but I guess the Great Central Road had other plans.
Kill switch. So notice getting off the slide, the motor kill switch is shots. So for those who don't know what a kill switch is, it will prevent the motor from starting. So that's a little plastic bit that all these pieces are attached to. So we're pretty remote where we are. There's no BCF, or I tried to have a look online, but there's 2 options. We do have mega the super glue in the van, so we'll try glue these together, which will fix the problem, or 2, cut the kill switch and hardwire another switch, but that isn't the smartest idea. But desperate times mean desperate measures, so we'll see how we go. So good old Aerodite coming in handy once again. So glad we picked this up from the, what was it, Cubipedia? Yeah, it was Cubipedia, the hardware store, but next time I'll be getting it when I leave home. So we're going to give this a go first. So this is the 2-part super glue. That's probably a bit too much for what I need it for. I'll get that back off. No, that's not good. Alright. So, just going to mix this Aerodite together. More than enough.
Bit of a leaning tower of Pisa, or it's good?
Should be right. So plan B, while the Aerodite drives, we're going to do a track up to the top to Cape Peron. So it's an hour and 14 minutes, or 50 k's to the tip. So we'll do a bit of a recon mission to see if we can drag the van up there, if it's any camping available up there. But yeah.
Just enjoy the beach.
Just enjoy the beach without the Tinny.
Without the Tinny, that's it.
That's right, at least we found the issue on day 1. So if that Aerodite doesn't work, we can just join the cables and hotwire the thing. One way or another, that Tinny's getting in the water. Soft breeze. I've got to share my car. Go for it. Your front wheel's not spinning. Is that locked in? just try to get these underneath the wheel a bit.
Yeah.
Now he's got some front wheel.
I'm just going to go real slow, like I'm not going to pop you out, I'm just going to...
I think it's not bad.
So we're just on our way to Cape Peron at the top here at the tip. So it's quite a fair distance from all the other campgrounds off-road. Some single track, like deep sand, soft sand.
About 50 k's away from Big Lagoon, maybe a bit further.
Yeah, it is taking nearly like 2.5 hours to get here. We're not even here yet. We've just come past a family that were stuck in the middle of the track there. They didn't have any recovery gear or max tracks or anything like that. They were on about 26 psi. Got him to drop him down a little bit more. I couldn't get around him to pull him forward. We tried the max tracks and he was down to the chassis, so I didn't really want to pull him out the way I did, but I had no other options. So we made it to Cape Peron, so right at the top, so there's no camping here, so it's only like a day use area only, where the red cliffs meet the pristine ocean. But I'm going to send the drone up shortly, but what a spot. Walk back to the car now. We'll go check out the other spot for a possible caravan mission. So we're just on the way back to camp to the Big Lagoon. So we checked out Cape Peron,
Bottle Bay,
Gregory's,
and the Gregory's, and the South Gregory's.
South Gregory's. So I'm glad we did make the track to the Bottle Bay campgrounds or the Gregory's. However, South Gregory's was pretty good.
Yeah, pretty specky.
But it's a bit risky dragging the van all the way there when you're not guaranteed a campsite. I mean, it's first in best dress, so.
I think we're happy with where we are and just making a day trip.
Yeah, quite happy with the Big Lagoon. So, good choice, Vic.
Thank you.
doing scotch fillet, veggies and sweet potato fries tonight for dinner. So I'm just going to do the steaks out on the barbecue, and sweet potato fries are in the oven, and the veggies are in the microwave. I'm just doing the frozen veggies. So I just got our scotch fillet here. I'm going to season with olive oil. Salt. And just got a bit of steak seasoning. So once the barbecue's heated up, we'll chuck them on.
That wraps up a few of our WA bucket list items, from Kalbarri's breathtaking mountain views to the turquoise waters of Shark Bay, but the adventure's far from over. Next time, we'll see if we actually manage to get the Tinny in the water and try our luck fishing, maybe even sneak away for our very own private beach picnic, an oasis all to ourselves before the weather turns. And of course, will the famous Monkey Maya dolphins make an appearance? You'll have to wait and see.